The following is a presentation of TFNN. The TFNN Bull Bear Trading Hour. Every trading day, live at 10 a.m. Eastern. Call now, toll free at 877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. The TFNN Bull Bear Trading Hour. Now, Tom and Tommy O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. Appreciate your growling and prowling with us out here. We have the Dow Industrials up 19, down 19, NASDAQ down 1, S&P's off 2, gold contract up $10.30, trading at $14.99 an ounce. We have silver up 23 cents, $17.73 an ounce. Light sweet crude up 30 cents, $60.82 a barrel. Notes and bonds, you got the 10-year up 6 ticks, trading 128.09. The 30-year up 10 at 156.06. And whatever just happened to the note and bond market, Tom, they would just down a bit. And as we just started here, they get little pops. So, you know, we get holiday trade, and we'll see where this baby shakes out. Dollar index up 38 ticks, trading 97.696. The euro is at 110. The yen is at 109.38, and the pound is at 129 to 1 U.S. dollar. Tom O'Brien, what's going on?
Good morning. Merry Christmas Eve.
Yeah, Merry Christmas Eve. That's a beautiful thing.
Sure is.
Markets close at 1 o'clock today out here, folks. Bottom line is that, you know, holiday trading is in spades, and what we do have out here, because it's in the middle of the week, that means like 2 full weeks of basically holiday trading. Let's get over. Let me take a look at this note and bond market. So something just popped in this note and bond market.
It sure did, man.
Look at this thing, man.
I got it on my charts as well, both of them, right? We just had the 10-year go from, what is that, almost below 128 to 128.09.
Right. And the 30 USH0. Look at this. Wild.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we just, you know, on one pop, you just went from, well, from this morning, from the lows, you went from 155.18 to 156.08. It's a big number, no doubt. And if we go over to the gold contract, what you're going to see out here, folks, is that GCG gold is sticking its nose up above the consolidation that it's been in since the 7th of November. The top of that consolidation is 1491. And we had a low out here today of 1488. You have 1498. And that puts game on to 15 and a quarter right now. Silver finally basically stuck its head up. And it's getting follow through out here today, actually. Some of these silver stocks, man, they're way ahead of the contract. So silver, you know, yesterday we went from 1723 to 1752. You're at 1773 now, and you had to get back inside 1712, and we're way back inside it now. So, and that's without the dollar pulling back. So we'll see if there's just the end of the year buying out here of what people are actually doing. They're
not buying as much as they should, man. We got markets in red territory. What happened? I think the S&P was positive 8 of the last 9 days, and Christmas Eve run out of a little bit of steam, maybe.
Yeah, and the SPY, you know, so the high and the, well, actually, no, let's go to the S&Ps because that's a better indication. The S&P, if it made, I don't know if it made a high yesterday or not. I don't think it did. Yeah, it did. It did. So we made a high
early
yesterday.
in the day, right?
Yeah, 32.34.
Yeah. So that was actually at 7 a.m. as well.
Okay. Okay. Some of the higher volume equities out here in this market, this is definitely going to be a low volume market. You have GE's down 3 cents. You get Transocean up 23 cents. That's getting a bid out here. U.S. Steel's up 27 cents. Tesla's down 57 cents, trading 418.89. You get Heckler, which is a silver stock, up 16. Heckler, Pan American Silver, First Majestic, folks. These things are moving with force. It's like, you know, you say, watch this. Without, you know, the silver market just been laying there. In the last 5 months, Heckler just went from $1.43 to $3.43. Pan American Silver
I was listening to your show last night. I heard you talking about Jim in Minneapolis,
Yeah.
talking about some heckler out there. I was
Right.
listening.
Every time I look at Heckler, because I know he loves Heckler, man, and that's got to be a good score for him, man, because that's a big number.
Oof.
Pan American Silver, you know, let's see, October 22nd, it's at 1550 or 2275.
Yeah.
Now, what's intriguing here, folks, is that if you pull this up, what you're going to see is that Pan American Silver is pulling away from the consolidations it's in, and this is a big number, man, because we went down so fast from 2016, or 2011 rather. So 2011, Pan American Silver was $43. And 2011, folks, basically was the high inside the metals market, the gold and silver market. So $43. That was, let's see, April of 2011. Now watch this. This is pretty sad, actually. So you go from $43, that's April. We go to July of 2012, and you're at $13, okay? Now, it just launched this whole consolidation. Now, when you launch a consolidation like this, and you're coming into something that has gone down so quick, it's not hard to basically go all the way up there again. So, something you want to keep your eye on, because there's not a huge supply line because you came down so fast. And in this particular case, it's pretty wild because we're talking about the highs of 2011, and you know, Franco-Nevada already took them out. That's let me see what FNV is doing right now. And of course, gold's not even close to where its high was. Okay, so Franco-Nevada is acting pretty good today too. Look at this, yeah, Franco-Nevada. So the high, the intraday high is $101.19, and we traded to 100 today, $100.96.
Yeah.
You know, and we're laying there. So we'll see whether the baby's going to break. You see Boeing, Tommy, so you got, this is like a never-ending story, folks, but this one here,
I saw that email from you early this morning.
Yeah, it looks like Boeing, bottom line, has, okay, so Boeing discloses new set of 737 MAX messages to regulators. Documents were provided to the FAA the same day as the company CEO was ousted. Man, these big companies, man, the modus operandi is always the same, man. I mean, they just won't give up. And you know what's amazing? If this was us individually in court, man, you'd be done, man. I mean, this is like serious
You're talking about hundreds of people that died. I mean, this isn't just a monetary problem, which is pretty remarkable.
It doesn't say in here, folks, what was in these messages. That's, you know, I kept going over it. It says, okay, man, they gave him up yesterday. Well, was it yesterday or the day before that he resigned? Whatever.
It was yesterday, early pre-market, that the news came out.
I suspect, you know, it'll take a few more days for someone to get hold of them as to what was.
Can you scroll down to see what does? I'm just curious myself if it says what if it leads to anything.
The documents were turned over to the FAA on Monday. There you go. The agency said in a statement the disclosure came the same day that Boeing ousted as chief executive. This is the second time that Boeing has delayed turning over to the FAA sensitive messages related to the development of the 737 MAX liner, which was grounded in March. The early episode prompted a rebuke by the agency and helped lead to the growing tensions between the regulator and the plane maker. Stay right there, folks. We'll finish this up as soon as Tommy and I come back. Come right back.
If you're not currently using the TAS Profile Scanner when looking at setting up your trading opportunities, then your arsenal is short a mighty weapon. The TAS Profile Scanner is a standalone piece of software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Headed by Steve Dahl, TAS understands that in today's technological world, the use of top-flight software applications and technical analysis expertise is essential to successful trading in today's market. You also gain access to the webinar that Steve Dahl and Tom O'Brien just hosted, The Best Way to Use the TAS Profile Scanner to Profit. This webinar archive is available for all subscribers immediately upon signing up. All new subscriptions also come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Start your subscription by visiting the front page of TFNN.com today, and you'll find the TAS Profile Scanner under the Services tab. Sign up today. Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has launched our brand new website. You can still visit us at the same TFNN.com URL, but when you do, you'll see a new and improved homepage with a much simpler navigation, whether you're watching Tiger TV live in high definition or just accessing your newsletter subscriptions. We even have new pricing in 6 months and yearly options. Check out the new TFNN.com now and experience all the upgrades. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's down 24, Nasdaq's off 1, S&P's are off 3.5. And so let's go back to this Boeing thing here. Let's see. So the FAA learned of the existence of the latest group of messages from the company in recent days, but was not told any details about what was said in them, according to a person familiar with the issue who wasn't authorized to speak. The FAA didn't comment in a statement on the content of the emails, saying only that they were under review. The company's decision to turn the emails over to the FAA was reported earlier by the Seattle Times. It's pretty wild, man. I mean, it's like, you know, it's one of these things. I know it's a cliche, but you can't make this stuff up, man. It's like,
and it makes reference in that next paragraph to, I think it was like Boeing's chief safety pilot, or I forget his exact designation, but when those first correspondence came about, right, with that pilot specifically stating the problems they had in testing that airplane. And so I wonder what, you see the delay angered the FAA, which is charged with oversight.
Hey, so you're a statistician in a huge way. What, is that the right word?
I think so, statistician.
Okay, so picture.
Perfect.
What is the probability that these messages are worse than the last ones they released?
Right, yeah.
Right? I mean, that's pretty intense, man. Unreal.
I would agree, man.
Anyway, it's
no matter what, if they're not or anything, right? It's remarkable that a company that size couldn't get it together and somehow say we need to turn over every document that has to do with this plane. We have hundreds of people that have died. You know, they're regulators. That's the law.
What I'd love to know is that how many times companies get away with it, because it seems to me that you would just do it. I mean, it's like, okay, you know, you do it. You know, they get, as Dennis saying, lawyers, guns, and money. Well, they got plenty of money for lawyers. I mean, you know. So the bottom line is that you think you get caught, you turn it over, and then you go from there, right? I mean, because if you get caught again, just like this, it just makes everything, you know, worse, right?
You know, the only thing I would add to that is that's why you have punitive damages when you go into cases, because sometimes it's literally exactly for this case where you have companies that make calculated decisions to do things, knowing that it might be illegal, knowing that it might cause harm, but knowing that it's the profitable scenario, and so punitive damages are supposed to throw a kink into that probability. You know, there were car cases in terms of, you know, car companies that made calculations of,
cigarette companies,
would it be more, you know, economical? Would it be more profitable to either fix the car for the safety feature or just let it go out and pay out all the people that were injured as a result of having a faulty whatever it be? And when those cases come to trial, the only way to penalize those companies, and this would be an instance where that, because you're right, you know what I mean? They're making calculated decisions.
Yes.
And it's a bummer that somehow those calculated decisions, you know, that our regulators, our government can't make sure that that's not a profitable way to do business in this country in 2019.
And I would say that, folks, you know, so the way that the Boeing planes were getting certified prior to this is that the FAA allowed Boeing employees to certify the planes. And then, of course, they took that away. And so now FAA employees are going to be the ones that are actually certifying it. And that's going to be a long haul. I mean,
and just to add one more thing into that, man, I mean, this definitely crosses into criminal. You know, when you talk about punitive, that's mostly monetarily. But when you have hundreds of people that have died and you have still the plane company hiding evidence that shows that they probably should have known, and I'm being kind, I think, with even saying that, it should be criminal. You know, that's what you're saying. What would you or I or anybody else out there listening have happening if you were selling a product, killed hundreds of people, you were hiding the paperwork that showed you probably knew it was going to happen? We all know how that would play out. So hopefully it plays out in a similar manner, because it's, you know, hundreds of people, hundreds of families. It's very sad, and it shouldn't happen. And it looks like it was probably preventable. That's the bummer of it all, you know?
Right. No doubt. No doubt. So if we go take a look, you know, we were just talking about prior to this, folks, about how fast the bond moved, gold moved. And watch this. So these correlations, folks, are pretty cool. I'm going to bring up the yen. What do you see what happened here? Because there were just headlines coming across. Someone turned around and, you know, they said buying the yen. And it's just, you know, this seems like a small amount, okay? But, you know, we just went from 109.41 to 109.37. But if we put this simultaneously, you're going to see that that's what is moving everything. It's like, man, oh, man, like, how does this, you know, work? You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, you only get a small movement like that. The note and bond market goes topside. The gold market's getting actually more traction, because the gold market basically is sniffing out here that, okay, maybe the yen will even get stronger. And it's so intriguing, folks, because most of the time, you know, the yen movement is bottom line at night when, you know, the Nikkei is open, when Japan's trading. So
sure.
You know,
we haven't seen 1,500 gold in almost 2 months, man.
I know, our commercial, man.
yeah, right.
Yeah, and here it is, $1,502 we just hit, folks.
Yeah.
And you know, I mean, this is some really good volume, particularly for a holiday. You know, you already got 123,000 contracts. You know, I mean, the volume's going to be light in the context of how many you'd like to see as you get in this type of price spread. You know, I'd like to see 350, 400. You know, there's no way you're gonna get that. Period. There's no way. So,
how about staying on the Boeing? Did you see just airlines in general? Spirit Airlines buying 100 Airbus A320neo families. So,
really?
Yeah, and
wow.
And I guess they currently operate. Spirit currently operates an all Airbus fleet, so I don't think this is necessarily a going away from Boeing type story, but pretty remarkable, man. Spirit Airlines, talk about, you know, airlines doing well. They know how to get those fees from the U.S. customers, from international customers.
Oh yeah.
But 100 Airbus A320neo family aircraft, so that order to be delivered through 2027 with options to purchase up to 50 more. And they currently operate 140 all Airbus right now. And I'm sure Spirit, they're liking that they're not dealing with 737s right now. And so they got a mix of 319s, 320s, and 321s, I guess. And let's see. So depending on the number of each variant of the A320 single aisle family chosen, the deal could be worth $11 to $12 billion as the most recent 2018 Airbus list prices. Yeah. But just to add to the final, but industry sources say such deals, and it would make sense if you're buying 100 planes for $10 billion, involve discounts of at least 50%.
Look at that.
I wonder how that works out, man.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
And, you know, the Neo, that 320 that Tommy's talking about here, folks, that what happened is that Airbus competitively got ahead of Boeing. That's a new plane.
Yes.
And Boeing felt that they didn't have enough time to make the new fuselage, and then they turn around and says, we'll use the old fuselage. We're going to put 2 big engines on top of it, and then we're going to get a piece of software to basically jury rig the thing. Bad news. Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I come right back.
Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get them, folks.
The Path of Least Resistance is David White's daily trading newsletter, and if you're looking for active trading ideas, then now's a perfect time for a 30-day free trial to this powerful daily trading advisory service. David uses his years of trading experience to offer his subscribers his trading ideas each morning in his Path of Least Resistance newsletter. Using a combination of equity trades along with options, David keeps his subscribers up to date with all pertinent market information with intraday afternoon updates when warranted. Don't miss out on this great chance to get a 30-day free trial to David's daily newsletter, The Path of Least Resistance, with no obligation to pay anything. David has been delivering solid recommendations for his subscribers recently, and if you'd like to see the type of newsletter he delivers every morning, then visit the front page of TFNN and you'll find The Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters. For all the details and to start your 30-day free trial today, log on to TFNN.com now. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartleys, ABCs, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow down 18, NASDAQ flat, S&P's up 1.5. Now, do we get natural gas today, Tom? Oh, no, today's Wednesday, right? What day is today?
Today is Tuesday.
Oh, Tuesday. Well, I'm way ahead of myself. Okay.
I'm just saying it like that because I'm not sure. You know what? If you enter the Whisper, WHIS, onto that Bloomberg terminal, they will usually tell you what upcoming
It'd be Thursday. Thursday we get natural.
That would make sense
Yeah,
because
right.
yeah. So we got natural gas on there, but we're also going to get. So what do we got Thursday? When is the crude number? If you could click on
27th is going to be natural gas, and then crude.
Nope, right down the second section. Your favorite events.
Okay.
Crude, 3 days.
27th too. The same
Yeah,
deal.
so that's
11
so we
o'clock.
got natural gas Thursday at 10:30. We got crude numbers at 11 a.m. Eastern time on Thursday. And so what do we look at? Crude, we're looking for a draw of 1.8 million barrels, 1.5 maybe.
Yeah.
And what are we looking at for natural gas? If you could jump as well.
Natural gas.
Right at the top of that section. Ooh, look at that. A draw of 150, 144. I think we had the draw of 107 this past.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're looking for some numbers there, man.
They sure are, man.
No doubt. So you got, if we go over to, oh, I know, too. The, and thanks, Z, for hitting us up with this and the Tigers Den. So I guess what happened in the bond market was that you had a very successful, where it is right here, 5-year, 10-year, let's see, the 5-year auction. You had a 5-year auction, folks, at the Treasuries, and it looks to me that they actually had a bid. I think the way to read this is that the bid was 3 bips, which should be 3 ticks under what the market was actually at that particular point. So what that would mean, let's say the market, folks, is trading, I don't know what it was trading, but let's say it's 127.22 or something. That means that someone would come in at 127.18 on 19 to bid to buy the 5 years, and that's considered a very successful type of auction. That's how that shakes out, So, but it was fast, that's for sure, and that's at low prices, which is just pretty amazing.
Yeah.
So
yes. That'll do it. That'll create some action in the market.
The amazing part is that, let me pull this up. Actually, I can pull up this way. Is that every little tick there, it's very small money, folks, but what ends up happening is that these folks that are coming in here, these institutions, are buying, millions of dollars worth of bonds. So it makes a huge difference. That's why they have a decimal with 3 numbers after the decimal in this market.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
yes.
So I got the 5-year up right here. So this is the 5-year, 1.729.
Okay.
That's the market. That's the market. That is.
Yes.
I don't think. Oh, I think it did say once. I think it said 1.6 something. Hold on.
That was 1.76 maybe.
Was it? Okay. And then we got Uber. Kelnick that's it. He's done.
I forgot he was even on the board anymore after we kept having those discussions that he was selling all his shares, man.
Right.
I mean, that would make sense. I was literally, I saw it and I said, oh yeah, that's right. He's still on the board. He just, I wouldn't want him on the board. Let's put it this way, for somebody dumping all those shares. He's obviously moving on. That's his right. He got kind of ousted as the CEO. And so why not get him off the board?
So his new business, folks, again, now this is really an intriguing business. His new business is called Cloud Kitchens. He got $400 million to start the baby up from the Saudi Arabia Sovereign Wealth Fund. Now, what Cloud Kitchens do is this. And he got this, of course, from Uber. When he started that Uber Eats, he realized that, guess what? If you could just take warehouse space, make kitchens inside the warehouse space. Let's say me and you, Tom, make one warehouse, right? And just even a small one. Let's say 5,000 square feet, right? Then all of a sudden, though, inside that 5,000 square feet, folks, okay, we have 5 restaurants.
Sure.
5 restaurants, 5 different names, pushing the food out, no customers, walk in the place. That's his new deal. So we'll see how this changes. Now he's making. I was looking at what he's making. His space is much larger than the 5,000 I'm talking about. But he's basically making it to fulfill orders to take out for DoorDash, for Uber Eats, for all of the above. The amazing part, is that, and this is really, it's great for the consumer, but for the restaurant, Uber folks gets 30%. And so does DoorDash, of the gross. That's a big number, man. I mean, you know,
I would agree.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It's a big number. But guess what? If you're renting to that aspect, I suspect this is where, you know, if we fast forward probably 5 years down the line, this is where the whole delivery thing will be. Because
sure,
they're going to be less expensive. So if they get 30%, guess what? They know that going into it, and you make your business plan a little bit different, right?
Yes,
you know what I mean?
Definitely,
you know?
Definitely, yeah.
But pretty interesting, because when you look at this, right? So picture, you look at this, then you look at WeWork, right, with Newman, right?
Yep.
You know, it's a different business, but the bottom line is that he's really in the real estate business, meaning Kalanick, right? Kalanick. He's really in the real estate business here. You know what I mean? Because he's going to be renting that space. You know, you basically set up the kitchens, you rent the space to them. Bottom line, whether they make money or not making money, I'm making money. Pretty cool, man. You know, because years ago, well, not that many years ago, only 3 or 4 years ago, what I was looking into is just taking space inside, you know, inside St. Pete in this particular case, and making just huge freezers. Freezer spaces at a premium, folks. What ends up happening is that inside of cities, it's hard to find a lot of freezer space, and these restaurants need monster freezer space. You know, so it's intriguing how this whole business is going in general. Do you know what I'm saying? And that,
yeah.
Now we're not even talking about like an Amazon. You're just talking about how the economy is changing and what they're looking for. You know, pretty wild.
It is.
So, what else we got out here? The GDX. Let's take a look at the GDX. So the GDX, folks, yeah, that's moving too. The GDX is looking to take out the top of the consolidation. Top of the consolidation of GDX is 28.38. We've hit 28.32 so far. And yeah, the volume, this is interesting, man. We had volume on this yesterday too, 72 million. And the swing point at 65. Now, that's impressive in a holiday week. So we'll see what ends up happening today. You're at 8 million now. That's a good number.
It's been a big week for gold, man. Like I said, 1,500.
It has, no doubt. We have Dow right now down 13. NASDAQ is up 2. S&Ps are down 1.5. Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I come right back.
If you're in the CD market and looking for a secure investment, the Tiger First Mortgage Program may work for you. The security for these first mortgages are building lots in the tax opportunity zone in St. Petersburg, Florida. The Tax Act of 2018 set up tax-free zones across the country where you can build and hold for 10 years and pay no tax on the profits, which makes these lots valuable. The investment is anywhere from $30,000 to $75,000. The interest paid is 7% yearly, paid on a monthly basis. According to Bankrate.com, the best rate for a 4-year CD in the country as of February 20th is 3.1%. A $50,000 investment at a normal 4-year CD rate of 3.1% would give you income of $1,550 per year or $6,200 over the 4-year period. That same $50,000 investment in the Tiger First Mortgage Program would give you $3,500 per year or $14,000 over the 4 years. Which would you prefer, $6,200 or $14,000 of interest on your investment? If you would like more information about the Tiger First Mortgage Program, you can call me at 877-518-9190. That's 877-518-9190.
If you haven't checked out the newsletters page of TFNN.com, what are you waiting for? All of the TFNN newsletters are informative, up-to-date, affordable, and a must-have for every trader looking to gain a competitive informational edge in today's markets. TFNN newsletters cover every aspect of the markets to offer you the very latest in market news. Plus, new subscribers get to test drive our newsletters risk-free for 30 days. From all aspects of the markets, including stocks, bonds, metals, commodities, and tech, there's a newsletter to fit your needs exclusively from TFNN. Stay informed each day you trade and get the competitive edge that will help you stay ahead of the game. Visit our newsletters page by going to TFNN.com and click the newsletters button near the top of the page. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Direction's daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now down 10, Nasdaq's up 2, S&P's off 1, and BMW. This is kind of interesting, right? So
I haven't seen this one. Yeah, go for it.
So this one here, folks, okay, BMW is being basically, I think the allegation is that BMW has been pushing cars out in the United States saying they were sold and they weren't sold. The SEC is doing an investigation right now. So let's see what this one says. The auto industry Yuletide gift to investors turns out to be another dent in its credibility. Family-controlled BMW has a reputation for being run conservatively, and yet it's become the subject of an investigation by the SEC into how it accounts for U.S. sales. It's getting harder and harder to rely on numbers provided by the auto industry, whether we're talking emission figures or financial performance. What happens, folks, is that, and we've talked about this on the air before, BMW and Mercedes have a huge battle that goes back and forth every month as to how many cars get sold in the U.S. But this is how this works. The alleged practices are likely to have yielded benefits to the German car maker. Dealers may have registered cars as sold when the vehicles were still on the forecourt, according to the Wall Street Journal, the forecourt being on the lot. The possible scenario is that retailers sold cars to themselves, thereby inflating BMW monthly sales figures, then marketed them as nearly new at a discount. The vehicles would technically be secondhand, but have limited mileage, having been used as demos or loan cars for the customers in the service department. I'm going to stare at that because there's limits to how many vehicles. I'm just interested in myself, man. I have a BMW right now, so even if the malpractice is proven, it's questionable whether it would have plumped up the car maker's sale volume that much because there's limits on how many they can sell, I guess. What's more, history suggests the financial impact of the regulatory response could be muted. Yeah, I mean, they're talking about previous settlements were $40 million to settle similar charges. And I wonder how many miles they put on that car before they sell it secondarily. Yes, no, I'm with you. There's no doubt. Most of the time, it's not much, I don't think. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, because they destroy the value of that car, right?
And then I believe what happens also is that, like, when I bring my car back and it gets serviced, they give you another car, right? I mean...
Yeah, and that's, I think
those are always new cars.
Right, that's a standard practice, I believe, but that's the type of thing that I believe they keep those vehicles up until they have, 10, 15,000 miles. That's why I wonder if this is something that they sell the car themselves and then resell it where it only has 800 miles or something, where they almost get that full value for the car without depleting it too much. Because you're right, loaners, all dealerships, they'll have loaner vehicles and stuff like that. And so I think that's probably what they're supposed to be using, this type of transaction for, and I bet that they're using it in a much more nefarious way.
Yeah, and you know, I got BMW up here in Germany. So the high was 123 euros. You're at 73 euros right now. It's not that bad a looking chart, actually. So they take, let's see, so the market cap is 47 billion.
Not bad.
No, exactly. Look at that. Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's in euros. Holy cow. That's a monster number, right?
It sure is.
100 billion euros, folks. Yeah, big number. Oh, look at this, though. This is interesting. See, in the Americas, they are contracting.
That is.
Yeah.
And maybe that's as a result of some greater competition as new vehicles coming in. You know, Tesla's Model 3s.
Yep.
Model Ys.
They're saying that the Tesla basically is giving Mercedes and BMW a monster run for its money on the threes, you know?
Yeah,
and
you could see that. Similar price point.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And if you folks, you know, we've been talking about Tesla a lot, but if you've never rode in a Tesla, see if you can. You know, in fact, you know, last night, so check this out. I'm shopping last night at International Plaza. So International Plaza, folks, has a Tesla place, right? And there was no Teslas in it. And I'm saying, I felt like going over there saying, like, do you have no Teslas left? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I wonder why.
That's, you know.
Because I've been in that one, and when I was in there, going almost at least to the beginning of this year, January, February, March, somewhere around that time, I remember, they had Teslas in there that you could sit in. So
yeah, I should have bought stock in Lululemon before I went shopping last night. I'm not kidding. I went in Lululemon, folks, and let me tell you something, man. The shelves, okay, were not bare, but I was talking to the people there, and you know, they're just look at this chart, man. I mean,
yeah.
June of 2017, you're at $47. You're at 227, and the high is 235. It's
remarkable. I agree.
It's pretty amazing, man. There's no doubt about it. And you're just talking about the athletic gear. I mean, and they don't have a lot of styles either, man. You know what I mean?
It's just super high end, and I'm sure it's super well made because for that price, but pretty expensive product.
Yeah, that's what you get. You're getting a well made. You're paying for it, but it's definitely well made. There's no doubt about that.
Yep.
You know? The gold contract, it's going to get interesting, man. I mean, they just might run this gold contract right into the closeout here today. They're running it right now, you know, 1360. And you can say, you know, this is what we've talked about before, folks, is that when there's no liquidity in the marketplace, and there's definitely not a lot of liquidity today, you know, the bottom line, you know, the pit's open today and the machines are open, of course. And it's like, hey, let's have some fun, man. Let's just keep running this baby up, you know. So pretty wild, no doubt about it, man. And
I was going to say, how about Tesla? Because Tesla yesterday, big day. If you can right-click along the bottom of your screen, we have that blue streak going on there. But Tesla, 422 yesterday. I think we were as high as a little bit higher even pre-market this morning.
Yeah, we hit
417.
421.69 we hit.
Okay.
Yep.
Quite a run for Tesla as well, man, when you back things up.
Huge.
Elon Musk.
Yeah. And
getting it done.
You know, if folks, Larry Pesavento kicks us off every trading day at 9 o'clock. It's an amazing show, great show. And let me tell you something. See these long bars here? When you get a long bar, man, Larry taught me this years ago. Man, you got to watch out. I mean, you get a long bar like this. This is on a monthly, from 327 to 422. Normally, these don't come in ones. That's, if I've learned anything, you know, so that is saying that this is very probably going to have a chance to really run, because it took out, the top of this consolidation is 389. You know, so we're already, what, 27 points away from the top of the consolidation. That's a big number, man. And
I mean, it's crazy. Yeah.
And it's consolidated for a long time. I mean, you know, when we take a look at this, you can make the case that it's either, let's see, where is that? Is that right there? I wonder why, no, I can't see the, no, I can't see the date. Weird. Okay, so it's either June, that's June of 21.
I think that's 17.
Yeah, 17. That's a long consolidation.
2.5 years, yeah.
Dow Industrials right now is trading at down 24. NASDAQ is up 1. S&P is up 252.50. Tommy, I come right back.
I'm certain you are or strive to be one of the best at everything you do in life. It's the most common trait that we tigers and tigresses share. If you're looking to become the best of the best when it comes to managing your money, let me teach you to do what most wealth managers tell you can't be done, which is how to time the markets. I'm Steve Rhodes, author of Mastering Probability, and for the last 12 months, Timer Digest has been tracking my newsletter signals, which have earned me the ranking as their #1 market timer in the nation for the S&P 500 for the last 12, 6, and 3 months. Timer Digest also ranks me as the #1 market timer for gold as well. The fact is, markets can be timed, and I'll teach you the exact set of tools that I use that has transformed me into one of the best at what I do. Sign up for Mastering Probability today by clicking on the newsletter tab on the homepage of TFNN.com and get immediate access to workshops where I take you step by step how to use an extraordinary set of tools as well as provide great market calls too. Sign up today.
If you're a trader in the market looking for exposure to gold or gold mining equities, then now is a perfect time to sign up for Tom O'Brien's Gold Report. The summer is over, gold is trading back above $1,500, and the 10-year Treasury is hovering at around 1.5%. Tom O'Brien has been writing his weekly gold report for almost 18 years. There's no one that knows more about how the gold market trades and how gold mining equities react. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to lose. Every Monday morning, Tom publishes his weekly gold report with coverage of gold, silver, bonds, the XAU, HUI, GDX, the dollar, as well as more than 30 different mining equities. As of September 3rd, Gold Report subscribers have 5 active open positions with an average unrealized profit of almost 38% for each position. To see for yourself the types of profitable trades that are recommended within the Gold Report, sign up today by visiting TFNN.com. Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Tom and Tommy O'Brien. We do appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Dow down 24, NASDAQ flat, S&P's off 2.5. And, you know, what's interesting is that we were just talking about Lululemon. This is quite a position, man. Fidelity owns, now this would be the funds, it's Fidelity, but this is a big position, folks. I watch Fidelity a lot. This is 14.98% of Lululemon they own, their funds. Isn't that intense? That's... Yeah, the Magellan Fund, oh, look, interesting. It's all in the Magellan Fund. Look at that. I just broke this down again. Oh, no, it's not. Oh, my God. Look at this. Look at all those funds.
So now that's going to be retirement accounts, right? And funds and so forth?
That's correct.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Right. That's still big, though, right?
Oh, it's huge. Yeah.
You know, 14.9%.
That's strong ownership, man, because that's a lot of just their, you know, retirement funds, people in there and so forth. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's, and needless to say, whatever funds those are in right there, that has had quite a year, no doubt.
Yes.
The HUI, the XAU, folks, and if you haven't test driven the Gold Report, great time to do it, folks. I mean, this is running, man. The Gold Bugs Index is up $5, $5.25. That's going after the high of 237. It looks like the XA, well, there you go. The XAU just blew it away. This is, oh man, this is a trip. This is awesome, man. So the XAU just blew away its August high of 102. You're at 104.07. Let me do this quick, because I know. Okay, so it still hasn't taken out the consolidation. Top of the consolidation is 114. I know. And this the same level here, folks. If we take out that 114, now then you're going, I can make the case that 2011 is coming at us. 2011 is 2019. 2020.
That's what I was going to say, about to be 2020.
Folks, we got Think of Swim coming up next, then Basil Chapman, and markets closed for the day. Tom, have a great one, safe one. Folks, have a great one, safe one. Have a great Christmas. Have a great whatever you're celebrating, and please be safe.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Ho, ho, ho!